はい、皆さんこんばんは、レイレイです。今日はですね、コールオブクトゥルフっていうゲームをやっていこうと思います。ちなみにこれは最初のページで、これボタンを押すと、狂気に陥るって書いてあるんですけど、で、これをロードすると、初めから続きからオプションってあるね。初めから、めっちゃ噛んじゃった。弾みってなんだ。初めからやっていきます。はい、第1章ですね。探偵事務所。ってことは、第二次世界大戦前までの間ってこと？第一次大戦の後ってことですかね。これ押せばいいんだ。OK。私が狂人ならばそれは神の慈悲だろう。鈍感ゆえ、おぞましい最後の時まで正気を保っている者がいるなら、その者に神の慈悲があることを願おう。なんか、おびたらしいですね。何ですか、これ。血で汚れている。なんか、サメ？どういうこと？夜ですかね。なんか勝手にセーブされた。なんかローンに入ってる。出ました。なんか気持ち悪いですね。何これ。移動はこれですね。なんだここ。魚の解体場ですかね。おどろおどろしい。しゃがむ。これは何？わからんぞ。鍵がないぞ。鎖が。いや、わからんな、これ。こっち行けってことかな？こっち行けだ。なんかすごいですね。霧に包まれています。いや、こっちも鎖じゃないですか？同じじゃない。ってことは、こっち行けないんだ。あっちですね、じゃあ。進めそう、なんか。闇隠れ、調べるために。ちょっと待って、わからない。見えん。必要な、ライトがないとダメだよってこと？これで撮るのかしら？オブジェクトを拾う。取れた。ボルトカッターとライトを取りました。じゃあこれであれ、できるじゃん。そこの鎖。ちょっとやってみましょう。できました。行きましょう。あれ、待って、開ける？開ける。私に続き、運命は逃れがたいことにお前を引きずり込む。そうですか。そうですかとしか言えない。こっちはこっちなんだ。なるほどね。さっきのとこだもんね。こっちは、ちょっとなんか、洞窟感は強いですね。なんだこれ。アルコールランプ？なんかおどろおどろしい。なんて粗末な捧げ物なんだ。捧げ物なんだ。雑にやってるってこと？抵抗はするな。お前は選ばれたのだ。はい、わかりました。選ばれし者なんですね。頑張りまーす。ちょっとよくわかんないね。なんで選ばれたの？それはおいおいわかるんでしょうか。見よ。なんかボルデモートみたいのがいっぱいいるんだけど。で、ボルデモート、大量だね。だからお前は自身の運命を変えるのだろう。威嚇射撃。いともたやすく。私に向かってくる。 ぐさでしょ、どうせ。夢落ちかい。夢落ちかい。いろいろやってみる。
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
既婚女性が女友達と駆け落ち、夫には理解できなかった。バイだったんですね。はい。
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
恐喝事件。恐喝。そっか、法律事務所。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. It's been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
何これ。飲む飲まない。飲まないにしてみよ
う。I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
あら、
Is that
燃えちゃっ
right?
た。消失
I'm
しちゃ
so
った。
very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
キャラクター、スキル当て振るの？あとなんだ。こんなもんですか？わかんない。戻り方どうしたらいいの？わけわかんないんだけど、ちょっとどうしたらいい？わけわからないよ。8。これいいんじゃないですか？あれ？ちょっと待って。どうしたらいいのこれ。三角、四角ない。×？いや、もういいんだけど、どうしたらいいのこれ。これでいいのか。確定、はい。
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter,
込み入っ
may
た
I
質
raise
問。
a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce,
This is worth it.
they're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
やる気がないのね。
I'm coming.
酒ばっかやってんだ。
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
It's as... a warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
なんか聞くってあるな。これ聞いてみよう。
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions warehouse...
That's right.
And you think your daughter...
That is what you... Go to Darkwater.
これは緑にならないんだな。でも答えにはならない。じゃあ情報は
I
これ
think
で
I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
ってことは、ダークウォーターってとこに行くんですかね。
But it's not like I have a choice.
まあ、断る選択肢がないのは、まあ、この人が崖っぷちってことよね。
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
間違えた。これは、こうだね。
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
じゃあ、で、セーブってこれなのかしら。違うか、飲むとどうなるのこれ。ダメ人間になるのかな。あ、何回も飲めんだ。やばいね。それはやばい。飲んじゃダメです。でも一回飲んじゃったね。行きましょうか。左右がこれまた、あれだ、龍が如くのゼロと一緒でやりにくいな。では狂気に陥ります。タイトルバック。これでね、コール・オブ・クトゥルフって呼ぶみたいです。カモメの声がしますね。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
and his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman. And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
はい、ということで、フィッツロイに話しかけるんですが、このおじさんじゃない？別？なんか、翻訳が厳しすぎますね。あれだね。なんか、全部が全部翻訳されちゃってますね。厳しい。あれは何なんだ？
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any further? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
聞けませんでしたね。次行きましょう。サブ目標からやってみるか。なんかこういう海辺のとこってホエールってつくお店多いんですね、ゲーム内。うわ。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew then.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
ある程度聞きま
I've
した
got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. That'll be all for now.
いつ会計したんだろう謎ですね。この女性がなんかさっきリアクションしてたよね。
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat...
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales
お、
off
シャクさんこん
Darkwater
ばんは。来て
Island.
くれてありがとうございます。今日は Call of Cthulhu というゲームをやっております。
I've never heard this song before.
なんかね、
Only people from here know it. It tells the
探
story
し
of
に
the
弁護士
miraculous
の主
catch.
人公が
It's a local legend?
島に来て
Watch
ます
what
ね。
you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
ちょっとアル中の主人公なん
Where's
です
the
よ。
proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering.
will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
And he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
She will get us into trouble.
I know.
じゃあフィッツロイに話しかけるをしましょう。どこだろう。あのクジラの群れの人たちには話したしな。ここかな。
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than the Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
どこだ？これか。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
そうか、サインだけじゃあんまりね、意味ないね。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
質問していきましょう。
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
それはね、もう見たね。
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
じゃあ行きましょう。
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
ここ？違うか。
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay, spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. Then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
Who are they?
Sorry, I really can't talk about them. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
これ入れないんじゃないの？どうやって入ればいいんだ？誰？
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords. You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match. For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait.
Now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's... That's you.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Is it Cat who's shaking?
No.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
You could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
There.
ピッキングできちゃうの？ライトないとダメですね。
Stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
これ使えんじゃない？ ダメだ。
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
Well, I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her?
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? Come on, you could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep... What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about...
And we don't give...
So, who are you?
Are you
Everybody...
I've just...
Let's just... And we...
What happened to the...
What makes you think...
We're bootleggers, not...
Who do you think, Diffie?
What do I know?
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat.
What? You listen through...
She's the boss, yeah.
Shut up.
She must be I hope you...
No.
But he only...
What are you guarding?
Listen.
She sounds...
And she...
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
What's with you wandering around?
We saw it. Go die.
I bid you If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Dame ka.
Trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead, and I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You didn't tell me that the ware...
Because... And now...
You can't
That's
understand.
no way to
You're not
treat an
sailors.
omen.
Oh, yeah. It's a sign.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type. You're back. What can...
I'm just back from the dead killer.
Us men of the sea are superstitious.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other. Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I shall be on my way.
So come...
Not that again.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. I could use this old winch to lift.
あれ、なんか必要ってことこれ。
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
You again. I told no need.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. No,
You didn't tell me.
Because now
you can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
You're back again. What can...
I shall be on my...
So...
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. What a macabre souvenir.
いやー、わからん。むずいぞ、このゲーム。入るにはなんかあそこの装置あれだけじゃダメなのかな。わからん。難しすぎるでしょ、このゲーム。これ初見殺しだよ、マジで。これ一人でできないよ、マジで。あれ回せないのかな。ラチェットつけたし。おかしいな。品足りないのかな。わけわかんないな。ちょっとお手上げなんですけど、つらい。第2章か。 いやー、ちょっとわけわかんないんだけど。回収全然ここじゃなかったっぽいな。オッケーオッケー。ちょっと行ってみようか。
Oh yeah, he's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand, you're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Well, did you...
I have an offer that...
Well...
I need you to keep them busy.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly... What's in it?
What would
There's only... For sure.
I'll be back.
Take it.
これめっちゃ画面用意するね。やばい。ないね、酒が。
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
わからん。いやー、戻ってきちゃってわかんないな。
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
なんか連行されちゃったな。
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry...
We saw it. Go diet.
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
We saw this guy poking around here.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? These painkillers were prescribed. It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
It's clear that you knew.
I can still see that we had to tear him up.
It's horrendous. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you can... I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
3章まで一応進みましたね。ただちょっと画面酔いがすごいんでここで終わりにしたいと思います。 アーカイブ残します。ご覧くださった方々ありがとうございました。ちょっとムービーは見とこうか。
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
He's clearly...
You know, Charles, is there...
I see no... Not...
Are we good?
You won't get...
It's got... So, let's go.
You're the one...
Don't...
That...
Yeah, and if...
I prefer... Could he...
Oh...
A set...
Gee.
Night falls.
I'll go.
You stay here.
Okay. But don't get the impression that I'll leave you alone inside the mansion.
ではここまでにこんばんはしておきたいと思いめっちゃ噛んでるなこんばんはしておきたいと思います。見てくれてありがとうございました。アーカイブ残します。それではですね、次回はこの続きやっていこうと思います。それではまた次回お会いしましょう。お疲れ様でした。レイレイでした。バイバイ。あ、ワンワンがちょっとうるさくてすいません。おやすみなさい。